Hello there. Welcome to part 8 of this tutorial. Today, I'm going to be going over how to use Tilemaps, as well as how to create an infinitely scrolling background. Hope you enjoy. By adding a parallax background and layer to our main scene. Now we can add a sprite to our parallax layer. This will be our background. Now I'll add our first layer, which will be a water tile from Kenny's tile set. Although we can add this using our tile map, it will be a lot easier to build our background on top of this. We'll want this to fit around the frame of our game window. Now we can add another parallax layer, as well as a tile map. If you're unaware of what a tile map is, it is basically a collection of images that can be used to build a game's layout. Click on Tile Set and add a new tile set. Before we build our tile map, we'll need to change the cell size of our tiles. The tile map that we're using is made for a 16 by 16 grid. Although I've already done this, you'll also want to re-import the tile map so that the quality is clear. Now we can start building our tile map. Click on our new tile set. This will open our tile map editor. Click on the plus icon at the bottom of the editor. Now we can add our tile map. I'm going to use the pack tile set for this project. Let's add a new single tile. I'm going to be using this grass tile first. One thing to remember is that, in the snap options, we'll want our step size to be equal to our cell size. Now I'll add another single tile. Now if we exit our tile map editor, we'll be able to use the tiles that we selected. Before we start making our background, I want to double the scale of our tiles. There, now you'll need to click and drag in order to draw using our selected tile. I think I want the game to start by the player flying over a shoreline, as if they're taking off. Now that that's done, we can start adding some more details. Let's add another tile map to our parallax layer. Now we can add a new tile set. Remember to set the cell size as 16 by 16. Let's open the tile map editor. I'm going to be using the same tile map that we used before. Now we can add a new single tile. I'm going to select all the tiles that I plan on using, which will be these brown tiles. There are definitely more efficient ways of using tile maps, such as bitmasks, but that sadly won't work with this tile map. Let's exit the tile map editor. Nice, now we have a good selection of tiles to use. Before we use these tiles, I'm going to double the size of the scale. Now we can start drawing. I'm going to make a small island. We can start with the outline, then fill in the rest of the tiles later. Now that that's done, we can use this dirt tile to fill in the outline. Click on the paint bucket tool at the top of the tile map menu. We can use this to automatically fill in the rest of the tiles. In order to prevent this video from being an hour long, I'm going to make the rest of the background off screen. I've taught you the ropes of how to use tile maps. Feel free to make whatever background you'd like. See you soon. Now we can start adding background scrolling. First let's go into our parallax layer. In order to have our background scroll infinitely, we'll want to add mirroring. What this will do is reload our image every time it goes off screen. Remember that it is scrolling on the x-axis. I want to have both these images be displayed side by side so that they repeat clearly. Now we can add a script to our background. This is where we'll code our background scrolling. First I'll add a process function. Now we'll need to set scroll base offset equal to vector 2. Remember that, because the background is moving left, we'll want to subtract from the assignment. Now we can set the scroll speed of our x-axis. Finally, we can multiply this by delta. There, all set. Now there's one more thing I'd like to do. Last thing I want to do is have the rest of our tile map layers repeat too. Let's add another parallax layer. I'm going to move all the tile maps I want to be repeated to this layer. Now we can add mirroring. Similarly to our sprite, this will allow our tile maps to repeat after they leave the screen. Nice, now we have an infinitely scrolling background. I think it looks pretty good. Thanks for watching. I hope you were able to find this useful. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. See you in the next video. Have a good day.